Peep the Trump wants you to like and subscribe, or he will build a wall around your house. The most cursed face swap. You. Friend. Exposed nerve. Thanks, I hate YouTube thumbnail face. I'm sorry, ma'am. Your husband has been diagnosed with YouTube thumbnail face. It's okay, honey. I'll love you no matter what. My wife said what? OMG. Wow. Divorce lawyers. She asked for a need. I sent her a pic of Joker gently embracing an impregnated crazy frog and she blocked me. Then I realized she wanted a need of my body. I, a fool, sent one of my soul. Thanks. I hate Garfield comics. Good morning. Garfield. John. Have you taken your pills today? You know, I don't think I have in ages. Gosh, I can't even remember what these were for. It's Garfield? Remember when Ms. Frizzle took the kids to go get nutted on by salmon? Therapist. Clear lemon meringue pie isn't real, it can't hurt you. Clear lemon meringue pie. Thanks, I hate anatomy. I did this for my anatomy class a year ago, and every once in a while I see it while going through my art folders, and it haunts me. It's haunting all of us now. Damn, this may take me weeks. Why does Batman look like a smooth criminal? Thanks, I hate SpongeBob out of context. Out of context SpongeBob. But Mr. Krabs, I'm straight. So is spaghetti. Until it gets wet. Me boy. RRRRR. My favorite part of eat. Thanks, I hate Machine Gun Ellen. Thanks, I hate this sign. Please do not peep in the rocks. We can't believe we had to make this sign. I just learned that if a hermit crab finds a new shell that is too big, it will wait for other hermit crabs who need new shells together, and then they will organize themselves by size and trade shells, and I'm past that the crabs have a better housing market than we do. Hey, over here. Let's tuckle. We thought it was our ability to love that made us human. Thanks, I hate Pokemon life cycle. Dad, where do babies come from? Well son, there comes a time in every parasec's life when the parasitic fungus completely takes over our central nervous system and walks us to the hive. Once it makes its way through the digestive system, the fungus can finally spore, and the cycle begins anew. Dad, I'm scared. Oh sweet boy, haven't you been listening? Your dad is already gone. Sitting on a plastic seat in summer. Dear God, the pain. Squelch. Thanks, I hate crocodile with human teeth. I went to McDonald's and ordered an ice cream sandwich out of boredom. They delivered. Eating raw oysters is basically slurping cram from a fossil with dignity. Behold, a carpeted pool room. Cool. No need for a towel. Just drop and roll myself dry. Thanks, I hate Mario turning red. Man's tongue turns black and hairy because of his diet. Deja vu area. This is your first time here. If this platform feels familiar, immediately alert an MTA employee. If you see something, say something. Thanks, I hate the Powerpuff Girls. Sean Penn looks like all three Stooges put together. Thanks, I hate green eggs and ham. Please, they're all I have left. I thirst for your green fowl and swine Samwell. Thanks, I hate Gothic Crocs. Hey, you know Spinosaurus? What if their spine thing was actually more like the hump of a buffalo? Attachment point of immense neck muscles. Ideal to grab and eat lesser. Pull this silly prank on your friends. You. Friend. Exposed nerve. Cut my thumb with a skill saw. Almost clean through. And a few days later I saw what I thought was a stray piece of string hanging off the bandage, and when I went to yank it off realized it was a nerve. Soul temporarily left body. Thanks. I hate playtime. What are you doing, little Erin? Pewaying with Guampa. Well, put him back. Grumble. Thanks. I hate periods. I have failed to conceive a child this month. Seppuku. I'm a dishonor to my family. Child porn is created when people get paid to make child porn. The rarer you make it, the more they get paid. The best way to protect children is to kill the economic demand. Flood the market with AI generated, freely accessible stuff that's created with zero harm to kids. I think I grabbed the wrong bed frame from the IKEA warehouse. Thanks. I hate fish people. 10 meters. Thanks. I hate his face expression. Why is this in our bathroom? It's a menstruation crustacean station. A Shrek burlesque show is coming to Sydney. Thanks. I hate how nobody wants to rent my suite. Single bedroom with a attached bathroom. It's easy to have the courage of a lion. They are gigantic and have claws and no natural predators. Have the courage of the guinea pig. A 2-pound meat potato with zero offensive or defensive abilities. That will scream at an ape 100 times its size if their lettuce is too wilty. Happy Easter. Jellied vegetable Easter eggs. For those who don't like chocolate. Every squad got the potted a Herald. 30 pictures of what Harry Potter character should have looked like in the movies. Can I try the Quizo? You ask. The Chipotle employee sighs and pours some into the palm of his hand and reaches over the glass. Gently, you click from his hand. Trying the Quizo. It's good. He rubs your hair as you eat. Great customer service. Thanks. I hate spaghetti in a backpack. Thanks. I hate the alphabet. Everyone wants to talk about gaslighting. Nobody wants to talk about how cats domesticated themselves and modeled their meows off of human baby cries to better manipulate our emotions. The fact that a cat can walk into your house and be like, I live here now, and most people just go buy food and litter for them and let them, is pretty impressive as an evolved trait. Mobile gaming dinger sleeves. High sensitive operation. Exceptional durability. Comfortable wear. 2.5 cm / 0.9 inches. 4 cm / 1.5 inches. Top reviews from other countries. Worst condos I've ever bought. Very tight and uncomfortable and my girl still got pregnant. Would not recommend. Thanks. I hate eye walls. Studies have found including eyes on signs or walls significantly deters nearby crowds. That would deter nearby anything. The mosaic sees your sins. If your dom is older you call him daddy. But what if he's younger? What am I supposed to call a hot attractive dom who is younger than me? Him. Chokes me. Me. Wheezing. Your grip is getting stronger. Sport. Thanks. I hate living. You'll need $5,200 more this year to live the exact same life. The average US household will be forced to spend $433 more a month this year for the same things they bought in 2021. 3 rules. No wishing for death. No falling in love. No bring back dead people. I wish women would commit little babies after swallowing cram. There are 4 rules. Thanks. I hate an adult Bambi reminiscing about his late mom. You're suspicious if you enjoy Bloody Marys. Keep your iced ketchup drinks far away from me. Thanks. I hate Tinkerbell. Thanks. I hate furry in a nutshell. I'm a fox trapped in a man's body. I'm a vixen trapped in a man's body. I'm a wolf. I just pretend to be a human when others are around. I like anime cat girls. That's what this is like, right? Life is a carnival of pain. They understand that. I like to talk with people on Tenet. Someday science will make me more like an animal. I'm a pervert, and I needed somewhere to go. I've seen Robin Hood like a gajillion times. I wanna get laid. Gender and species are unimportant. I have this constant need to argue with others. Wearing this puts me in touch with my deepest feelings and desires. I'm here for the art. I'm here for the pun. I'm here for the pun too. I'm here to sell those guys pun. Thanks, I hate gummy mac and cheese. Kraft. Macaroni and cheese. Gummies. Thanks, I hate fish with legs. The domesticus dogfish. Thanks, I hate stars and stripes wars. Good. Let the freedom flow through you. It's over. Anakin. I have high rounds. You underestimate my caliber. Thanks, I hate pool parties. Fire department warns pool owners about snakes living inside of pool noodles. No thanks. I'll just have water. Gatorade. Fierce Rib. $1.50. 20 ounces plastic. Thanks. I hate Gurgers. Thanks. I hate this antler skateboard. That time they made a Jar Jar Binks tongue lollipop to promote Star Wars and Luke Skywalker himself had to call it out. Okay. Close the polls. We have a winner. This is the goofiest Star Wars item ever. Don't you think? At Hamill himself. This is a Damascus goat and this is its skull. You're welcome. Thanks, I hate horses made of plastic hands. Thanks, I hate this comic. 15%. 100%. Thanks, I hate koala. Thanks, I hate KFC flashlight. You still gonna let me cook you dinner tonight? Sure. What you making? Tashirley, you there? She was fearless and crazier than him. She was his queen. And God help anyone who dared disrespect his queen. Thanks, I hate cheese skirt burger. New. Cheese skirt burger. Thanks, I hate the daddy saddle. New. Kenner's. Daddy saddle. Now every child's favorite game. Horsey. Comes to life. Thanks, I hate The Office. Pin. Jam. Thanks, I hate teeth bat. Sold. Special bat. $25. I work for a dentist office and we made this with the extra teeth. Unfortunately I got fired and need to make ends meet, so I'm selling this special bat. Price is non-negotiable, but I will trade. Thanks, I hate Lego Padma's hair looking like peepin' cheeks. I'm sorry my what? Probiotics for your plenty hamster. Thanks, I hate these garden turtles. Thanks, I hate this rogue rug. Passing all by yourself handsome. Thanks, I hate IGA's ad. Thanks, I hate meat feet. Thanks, I hate fixing smartphones. When you decide to start burning calories instead of Jewishes. Drop my ravioli taking it out the microwave at work. Thanks, I hate long giraffe mouth. Thanks, I hate this ice cream flavor. Pikachu. Thanks, I hate fingers in forbidden places. Why do you ride a horse like that? It's not a horse. It's a unicorn. Thanks, I hate deers in my toilet. Therapist. Human-sized Yoda isn't real. He can't hurt you. Human-sized Yoda. Pickle lemonade is super refreshing on a hot summer day. Thanks, I hate notes at the bar. I think you're hot. But to be honest, I have a small pens. If you don't date guys that have a small pens, I would be willing to give you money weekly out of my paycheck to not tell anyone how embarrassing and humiliating it is for me that my pens is way too small for a hot girl like you. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, I hate what the Sonic fandom's gonna do to this bad ace moment. Thanks, I hate Tyson Mike Bites. Tyson Mike Bites. Thanks, I hate the King of Pop. Thanks, I hate Flamingo Man. Thanks, I hate airing them out. This was in my dentist's waiting room. If you duck a mime girl, she has to hold up a sign that says macaroni noises because the Mimosy is silent. Thanks, I hate smiling stones. DIY concrete smiling stones. Thanks, I hate sushi pasta. Where does almond milk come from? Nobody. My brain. Thanks, I hate Camel Eye. Thanks, I hate this Teletubbies X Lord of the Rings mashup. Thanks, I hate Hee Hee Potter, and the Philosopher's Shaman. Putin. I'm a victim of cancel culture, like J.K. Rowling. Thanks, I hate bean letters. Please reply urgently. I don't know what it is or what it wants, but it's been living in my house for weeks and it won't leave me alone. Please help. The existence of biscuits, as well as Triscuits, implies there is not only a Monskit, but possibly a Quadriskit. It is to this that I will dedicate my remaining years to discovering and documenting. Thanks, I hate Sonic Tyne Xbox controllers. If he doesn't handle your fussy, he ain't the one for you. Thanks, I hate animal shelters. P.S. Moolah, animal shelter. Thanks, I hate my Discord server humor. What if the spider you killed in your home had spent his entire life thinking that you were his roommate? Ever think about that? No. You only think about yourself. The ducker was trying to go into my mouth. Well, crunchity munchity. Free meal, my dude. Thanks, I hate hot cheese and Swiss mag. Thanks, I hate the duck song in real life. Ice fresh. Lemonade. Thanks, I hate video games. Your parents are doing slex. Don't see or hear them. 67 levels of progressive difficulty. Avoid the trauma. Credit card. Declines. Tattoo artist. Your toilet is now sentient. Would you prefer it to passionately, exuberantly crave your excrement, or deeply resent and despise you for what you do to it? Why? I think I'll just use the sink. What did I do wrong? I can do better. I promise. Whatever it is you want. Do you want me to wear the costume? You can give me an upper decker if you want. I'll do anything for you. I'll be the dirtiest little toilet for you. Anything. Just fill me up. Master. Please don't culture me like this. A low chuckle slowly rises up from the sink. Hee hee hee. Looks like I'm his little passhole now. Butch. Thanks, I hate skeletons with doll heads. Thanks, I hate tomato germinating its own seeds. Thanks, I hate Asian giant hornets. Thanks, I hate no snow skiing sign. No snow skiing. Thanks, I hate the Twilight water bottle. Why does it have legs? Thanks, I hate Guy Fieri. My children. The flavor forest awaits. Thanks, I hate this gigantic tadpole. Thanks, I hate math problems with almost no numbers. Thanks, I hate Whimsicott. Thanks, I hate elope hairbands. Thanks, I hate this breed of pit bulls called Nanibals. These are young adults, not pups. Thanks, I hate this Hello Kitty statue. Thanks, I hate real life head crab. Thanks, I hate Twitter. Cooking for your man is slavery. Cooking for another woman's man is a show of love. I love this app. Thanks, I hate pizza on pineapple. A 1955 device for snow skiing, a whole pack of cigarettes at once. This clothing store that hung its shirt sideways. Thanks, I hate dentures. Ayo, why his brain coming out his ass. Thanks, I hate reverse hot dogs. Thanks, I hate braided accents. Oh, they're fine. I've just found that dachshunds are easier to manage when you braid them. So sad that this has to be explained now. Found at a local gas station. Yes. No. Thanks. I hate realistic bird.